Hello, everybody. I am attorney Michael Eline, and as you guys know, I am an attorney licensed in Texas and California, and that I'm friends with Chille DeleteLawz, and I've been supporting him this whole time, even though every lawyer on YouTube and pretty much everybody else on the planet has just jumped on the anti-Chille bandwagon. They don't even care if he's innocent or guilty. They just don't like him, and they want to see him suffer. And it reminded me of the story of when Jesus, was going to get, hung or on the cross, and all the Jews said, "Free Barabbas, free Barabbas." I don't know if you guys remember that, but
hey, Mike, just before we start, I got a cop that just pulled up in front of me. I wonder if I get within that 10-foot, 20-foot bubble right there in front of me, if he'll arrest me for obstruction for putting in gas in his car.
Well, first of all, I want to give a shout out to the judge.
For obstructing if I come and interrupt your gas pumping. Sorry, I had to holler at the guy.
So we got Brick Jonesy is waving his flag. We got Let's OTVO. I want to thank you guys for showing up. So guys, I only have a couple of minutes. I'm on a lunch break. I've got a pretty busy caseload, but I was super excited to hear that the court went ahead and granted Chille's appeal. And what that means is that if he's not out already, he probably is going to be out soon. I'm hoping the people like Brick and other people in my channel can give me some updates on that. But what I'm going to attempt to do really quick here, guys, look at Brick Jonesy waving his flag. Amen, brother. is I'm going to try to, show you the part, I guess, of this hearing, because here's the deal doing some narrating for us.
Who's this?
Well. All the text to it. I've got an echo from somebody. Looks like a deer in a headlight.
This is from
Guy out so hard, and he even called.
I don't know if this is going to be a good one to watch, guys.
Go to Nevada judges. They'll be posted.
For what Chille supposedly did, judges. You got a serious problem. See, it's. I always say it's not the tyrants that are the major issue. It's the people who support the tyrants and support the tyranny and applaud the chains of their own oppression. That's the problem. So you have people in the chat room of the Nevada judges. I don't know if you were looking at some of that. I blew up the screen, so some of it was obscured. But I was looking at the chat room, and people are absolutely moaning that a man is free and is not in jail for having committed no.
Yeah, because they wanted these people hate Chille. Now, could you imagine if some punk like Merb or one of these other guys was actually a judge, and they used their personal feelings and grudges about people as a basis to want to throw them in prison and throw away the key. And so these are precisely the types of people that you would never want to have, even with the bar card.
Yeah, we call them trolls with bar cards, or feelings lawyers.
Yeah, the thought police reinvented. And then so I just want everybody to know that I always had faith that Chille was going to be victorious. Obviously, there's always a double-edged sword when you're dealing with the so-called black robe taskmaster. But even these so-called expert lawyers, basically people who hate Chille are automatically assumed to be experts, right? And so I was the only lawyer who actually supported him. I know there was Southern Law Drawl. He finally came out and admitted that it was a bullshit case. And then we had a couple other lawyers begrudgingly admit that it was a joke and that it was obviously a false arrest. But I was the only one who stuck with it all the way. And as a result, I had people come to my businesses, try to cause trouble with my law practice just because they don't like Chille. But I still stuck it out. And so I want to thank guys like Brick Jonesy and Let's OTVO and BZ Watchdog for supporting me and supporting my channel and helping me get the message out about the injustice in this world and about how scumbag pieces of garbage, just because they don't like you, just because they're concerned about something you did in the past or maybe did in the past, they'll use that as a basis to try and get you in trouble. They'll try to cause trouble with your employer. These people are garbage. These are not people that are real human beings, in my opinion. And so I feel vindicated today, guys. And I want you guys to all say your piece because I don't have a whole lot of time. Brick Jonesy, what do you have to say about this amazing victory today?
I'm just kind of in shock and awe a little bit. You know, I've said it many times that Chille's got my vote. That's my governor, right? I really appreciate what the judge did today. She stood up for the people's rights, not just the right to press. She stood up for the right to assemble, right? So really, ultimately, to me, the rights of the people, they're in conjunction with each other. But when it comes to the right to press and the right to assemble, it seems that filming cops seems to be the thing that gets to people who back the blue more than anything. So I really appreciate what the judge did. She stood up for the people's rights. She stood up for the right to assemble. She stood up for the right to press. And so it's just amazing what can really happen when you get a just judge in the seat of power.
Well, hold up, Brick, really quick. Let's TVO. I don't know if you noticed, but I would say about 70% of that sidebar, they just wanted bloodlust. And I just, you being a former Navy guy and having taken an oath to uphold the Constitution, how does that make you feel?
It's despising to see the amount of people that truly don't want to understand what their rights are. They're happy to go along with what they have been told their rights are.
Yeah.
Being told what you can do isn't how you learn. You learn from experience. Your experience tells you what's right and what's wrong. Yes, there are things that you can do there that go against societal norms, but certainly if you're not putting your hands on somebody, you're not damaging someone else's property, you're not causing such a disturbance as to interfere with anyone's ability to do what they need to do.
Well, you're right. And Let's TVO, Integrity Now News says that the cop at the end, when Chille was freed, wanted blood. You could see it in his eyes. Did you kind of notice that too?
Oh, I noticed the fact that it seems to be a norm that the retaliatory efforts made on the police department toward individuals that are strictly trying to put people's knowledge as to not so much as to what they can do and what they can get away with, it's what they're able to do as a citizen of this republic.
Okay, so everybody, because I don't have a lot of time, and I do want to hear more about what Brick has to say and BZ Watchdog, as well as you. So tonight, assuming Chille still allows me to go through with the live, I do have a live planned on his channel at DeleteLawz, where we're gonna watch the video and we're gonna do a blow by blow. But I definitely want to have BZ Watchdog with me because he stood by my side, and a lot of people backed away from Chille, because they thought he was a loser.
That's
and I never
for them people, man. They're number one in my book.
Hey, less than 3% of the American population participated in the Revolutionary War, and everybody else sat around and just hoped for the best, that they would get something out of it. And I believe that we're the 3%, guys. Me, Brick, we're the 3%.
Hey, well, we're the four musketeers. We've been on this crusade for a while. Now check this out.
That's right.
I gotta say my piece in case what we discussed in the back room doesn't get to happen tonight.
Yes, sir.
In a few hours for the live stream. So these guys got to say their piece. So I'm gonna try to sum this up since I am driving. Now I am very proud to wear my cover today. You know why? I am in the field. I am in the trenches right now as we speak, driving out here. And I took an oath to that Constitution. And today, not only was the oath by the judge upheld, but the Constitution shows you that it's the right, which is unalienable, to film a cop in the course of the duties, and that they have too much power. I don't think a cop should be able to arrest you. Citation, yes. Arrest you, no. Why? Feelings get hurt. But I'm gonna discuss that later.
Yeah.
But I've been calling this, Mike, since you and I got together before Chille's trial, and I had a feeling it was going to go south because I know how corrupt Zimmerman is. I'm from Vegas originally, so I know of her and I know how corrupt she is, okay? She doesn't like people that speak out against cops or judges, and unfortunately, that's pretty much what Chille does. Number two, for all you trolls with bar cards that think you're lawyers in California, that, oh, wait, I'm just going to say it because you've been ragging on me. You've been ragging on Chille. You've been ragging on Michael Eline saying that we're wrong. I've been calling it that he would win his appeal, and you criticize that appeal, and guess what? F you, Merb. Right there, buddy. That you're number one. A number one shitty attorney and a troll with a bar card. So bottom line is this, guys. I knew that his bond was going to get basically denied by Zimmerman. I knew that his appeals were going to get heard. I knew his appeal was going to get overturned, which it did. And guess what? One thing else I've called that hasn't happened yet. The next case is going to get dropped with the city of Las Vegas. Why?
It should have never been filed.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to drop it because now they don't have any grounds to prosecute him on an obstruction and a resisting charge for the same thing he just did with Borg outside of an established crime scene.
Hold on. I tend to agree with you, but there are going to be some issues. Number one, will this be a published decision that is stare decisis? That would be very interesting because there was really.
It doesn't, you still have Wilson that's published.
Well, what I'm saying is if his case is published, he'll have a pretty strong memorandum of points and authorities to support his position. Don't you guys agree? Don't you guys agree?
Here.
Trolls, just keep shitting your bricks and go run into your little holes because we're coming for you next. We're gonna.
Well, I'm not.
You.
I appreciate that about BZ, that he's a watchdog and he's a hustler. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've kind of backed away from.
See what happens, man. Throw a dog a bone.
I've kind of backed away from trying to even engage the trolls, especially trolls who say they're lawyers but act like piece of garbage scum.
Trolls with bar cards, man.
It doesn't make any sense. Like somebody like that would never be accepted in the relevant legal community. That they'd be accepted on Sanford and Son, and that's about as far as it would go. You can't fit there
out of a court case.
So, anyways, guys, I do have to go. But oh my gosh, thanks, Gloria. Add super chat, guys. So just so you guys know, I do have a day job. I do got to get work done. But man, I have been so super excited for Chille and so excited for his family. You know, thank you, God, for being there for Chille and all my DeleteLawz buddies. I think that this was a great victory for the Constitution today. And obviously, I want you guys all to say your goodbyes real quick and all that stuff. And I'll go ahead and close this out, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to go live because I've got some cop scenes going on right here.
Okay. And go ahead and say goodbye, Brick. Go ahead and say goodbye, Let's OTVO. And hopefully I'll see you guys tonight on Team DLZ, and we can have a full-on talk about what went down.
Later, homies. Got to go.
Always film the coppers, OTVO.
That's right. And make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Let's OTVO. Say your goodbyes, brother.
Hey, education is the key to eliminate ignorance.
All right, man. I love that. All right. Well, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to save, because you never know when the thought police are going to take down this channel. We no longer have to say free Chille, right? So you don't have to say free Chille anymore, guys. Just give me a bunch of OTVOs and a bunch of thank gods and a bunch of ones in the sidebar that our friend got out. And hopefully he's learned some lessons. Hopefully you guys have learned some lessons over these last few months. And hopefully some of the things that I've been trying to teach you will resonate in the auditor community, and there will be less arrests. With that being said, Semper Fi, do or die. I'll talk to all you guys tonight on the DLZ Laws channel.